Welcome to A World Where Living Works, stories of science and survival, bringing together our heads and our hearts to build a suicide-safer world. This podcast is brought to you by LivingWorks, a network of local suicide first aid trainers in your community and communities around the world. Visit livingworks.net to find out how you can play your part in suicide prevention.
Hello there, I'm your host Kim Borrowdale, and I wanted to tell you a little more about this podcast series I'm doing for LivingWorks. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge traditional owners of the beautiful lands wherever you're listening. I'd like to also acknowledge everyone out there who has been impacted by suicide, the pain it brings to our lives, and the desire to make positive change for all of us to live well. So what is this podcast all about? And when you're spoiled for choice, why choose this one to listen to? Whether you're working in suicide prevention or simply interested in implementing suicide first aid into your workplace or community, this podcast is for you. In this series, I'll be talking with people from all over the world with different personal and professional perspectives, with research backgrounds, clinical experience, and on-the-ground expertise in building stronger, more cohesive communities. In each episode, I'll talk with two people from different countries who share a common interest or profession to share with you what they've learned when it comes to suicide prevention and creating industry and community-wide networks of safety, from construction to healthcare professionals, first responders, including the FBI, to suicide prevention in schools and education. All bring their unique professional perspectives. Many bring their personal experiences with suicide to the table. Wherever they live and work, whatever their backgrounds, they all share this in common: a passion for making positive difference and a drive to contribute to a world where living works. Don't miss new episodes as they drop over the coming weeks. Subscribe to A World Where Living Works on all the usual channels, and make sure you share episodes you find interesting with your family, friends, and colleagues on social media, tagging LivingWorks.
This podcast is brought to you by LivingWorks, a network of local suicide first aid trainers in your community and communities around the world. Visit livingworks.net to find out how you can play your part in suicide prevention.